Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Thanks for donating to Locker Gnome. I don't know if you realize it, but we are now producing over 50 original articles and videos for you every week. And so when you donate to us, it just helps us keep doing what we do at go.tagjag.com/donate. This home office tour for 2011, going into the year 2012, was basically supported by your donations, and thank you for that. So let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. You see I have the ticks clocks. Go.tagjag.com/ticks. I also have the LED lights above. I guess that's kind of redundant. The LEDs above. I don't have the light there turned on, though. That is one of my speakers from the Logitech set. Bought that a couple years ago. Screensaver, of course, at this point in time is, that's right, Electric Sheep. I get asked that question every single day. Curtains red, as they always have been here. This is an iPhone stand. I also, back here, happen to have somewhere iPhone styluses, the plural stylus, whatever. My Blu-ray external drive connects by way of FireWire 800. Wireless keyboard, wireless mouse. This would be my iMac with a case around it to help make it blend into the scene. I don't like things that really stand out. The AT2020, go.tagjag.com/AT2020, the USB mic that powers the live feed audio. There is the home office juice right there. And I have I guess it's not really doing anything right now other than displaying a screensaver, a MacBook Pro. This is what powers the live YouTube video feed every day, and that is what I turn to and tap the button for, at least currently, to start the live video recordings. And as I move back, of course, you've seen bits and pieces of that chair, and they don't sell this chair anymore that I know of. It's a Grawl Synchron 8. To my knowledge, I don't know, I've kind of forgotten. I've had it for so long. You might remember the review I did on this earlier this year. An Epson Workforce 840. It is a completely wireless printer. I can scan, copy, print wirelessly. Their iOS app sucks, but, you know, what are you going to do? It's a review unit. And then a subwoofer. That's a part of the main system there. There's the audio controller for what I, use, the audio coming out of the primary computer that you'll see in a bit. I have a flashlight right next to the guitar amp. There's also an extension cord underneath this stand. Stand would be familiar since I've had it for a few years. An addition this year would be this lamp. I wanted to bring a different kind of light in here, but it's just not bright enough. Still, I kept it because it's extra shelf space, just an empty box that I might use to, if I'm doing a demo and I need to stand it on something, it's very plain, simple. There's my Tenorion, and now, of course, I have an iOS Tenorion. Go.tagjag.com/Tenorion, I believe. We'll send you the link to that. You can run on your iPad or iPhone. Just a case that, again, I keep on hand if I need to grab something to put in to take with me wherever I go. Throughout the house, at least. I don't really take it anywhere else. On this shelf, things that are probably very similar to what they were last year. And I heard the Nazbatag is back. They are starting to use the service again, which is kind of neat. I've got, some products that I've talked about over the past year. A Rubik's Cube. Back there is just a board that I don't really use so much anymore. I've got a couple other options these days. This is an external USB battery. I remember doing a video on that. This is a speaker that you can set on your desk to help enhance audio coming out of portable products. A postcard signed by Justin Hillgrove, my favorite artist of all time. Handful of adapters. These are coasters that are illuminated by LEDs, kind of neat. And a USB mic, a Yeti, that's where I keep one of them here. A Kindle that needs to be desperately recharged. Then we're going to go ahead and move up to this shelf. There I am, my action figure. Don't I look lifelike? I think that guy looks more real than I do. Kind of scary. A couple of other objects back there, including a Samson, and I think that's an XLR mic, not the USB version. One of my first portable media players. I've had this on the shelf for a while, but this is an old, God, what was it? An iRiver Clicks, I think. I don't really use it anymore. It's kind of worthless, but I have it around anyway because it's a fun thing to put on the shelf. Some other robots that I've recorded before, or at least videos for, another adapter standing up, translator, a portable printer that I really never use from Polaroid, Sennheiser XLR mic on hand. I've got my X-Shot. Let's see if I can pull that in. So I could use that to steady a camera out in front of me. I don't know if I've done a review on that before. A portable, I guess, monopod sorts, a fan, battery power, fan that fell over, and a Darth Vader. You can barely see that there, at least in my preview window. Could be because of the various light that I have here in this video. A handful of Vaders, including a sitting Vader there. All these are different Vaders. Oh, there's a Chris Vader. Did you see him? Oh, and there's a Christmas Vader right next to Chris Vader. And these I ended up getting primarily on sale. Someone had a lot of them, and they were he was a collector and just wasn't wanting to collect them anymore, so I took them off his hands, the Vaders. Up on top, there is one of those LED boards, and I really want to get one that connects by way of Twitter or somehow to the internet, and that would make me happy. Until then, it's there if I want to use it at some point. Behind the screens here, as we make our way around the home office, I have a newer boogie board. Loved this thing. Found out about it at CES this past year. And then it's basically on top of an iPad stand that I keep on hand. And it's kind of out of the way because I don't really need it up front unless I'm taking notes on the boogie board. The review, of course, is separate, a separate video in the channel. And then I also have a tether coming out from behind the... I don't see the cord concealer. I don't know if you can see that. Just a standard iPod or iPad charger, charging cable, and then a mini USB. I might swap out that adapter for a micro USB at some point. Let's go ahead and swing around here and show you the 3 monitors. This is my AMD setup. There's that AMD system that you might remember from last year. And I apologize that the light may not be as bright in this area, and I'll explain that hopefully before this video closes. This is the iFinity setup, and I have my locker gnome pillow there right now, peeking out from behind the monitor, kind of opposite of this little Muppet that I reviewed a couple of weeks ago. Kind of a fun little guy. He looks like me. I even bought a new shirt for him, and he may make his appearance in future videos. I don't know. Just fun. I've got behind the Muppet, I've got some spare hard drives, or external drives, USB drives, and USB mics that I keep on hand. Sorry again for the lack of light. Actually, I could probably turn on, I think what I'll do is this. I'm going to use my iPhone as a remote light. And right there is the original Justin Hillgrove Party Crasher painting. This is the painting that I saw and for the first time fell in love with an artist's style. And because of that, I've just been, I gotta tell you, a huge fan of Justin Hillgrove. I own so many of his original works, and this one now hangs in my home office. Some windows that really don't overlook anything except for the living room outside. Okay, so now I've got the flash on there. There's another Yeti that I keep on hand, and the external hard drives I was talking about. See, I wasn't kidding. Over here, I currently have a set of 4, I guess they would be stools, and the lids pop off, and so I can keep things stored in there if I want to. Don't really have anything stored in there right now. There is the MAME machine loaded with legal ROMs and a floor mat that does illuminate those little Space Invaders characters that I love. It's not on right now, just to save on energy, but when I want to play some classic video games, I fire her up. Over here, it's the stand that I usually keep my wallet, business cards. I've got the T3i there, an old Fantasine clock, which still works, although it got reset the other day, and I haven't had a chance to do anything with it. A USB Atari joystick, kind of fun as well. Let me see if I'm going to turn on the light again, if I have to. Give me a second. I want to make sure you guys can see what I'm talking about. There we go. There's the iPad arcade, or the iCade, and this is where it's sitting right now on one of the stools. Yeah, it's kind of nifty. That's what people see when they walk in, like, whoa, no way! There's actually one other iPad arcade stand that is more optimized for the Atari software. So I'm right now standing in the entrance of my home office. There's the Jabba the Hutt that I talked about, it was a few weeks ago. And this is something new. This is actually, there's the shadow showing you the wide-angle lens that I'm holding onto on the camera. This is, go.tagjag.com/smellgood. We're now basically keeping our home smelling nice with wickless candles. So I get the perfume from the wax, and as it evaporates, then I just basically swap it out for a different scent. And so that way I'm able to burn candles by way of the light bulb inside without actually worrying about soot getting all over the place. I love it. And so right now my home office smells like hazelnut. That may change over time. I don't know. I think I'll probably do a separate video on those at some point. There's the Una. That is a portable mount of sorts for things like a phone or a camera or GPS. And then down below, really not anything interesting. My iPad keyboard case, which I don't keep on all the time. Some wide-angle lenses for the iPhone and iPad. Just an LED board and some kind of, I guess, what you would call that, I don't know, caddy of sorts. Here's where the lightsabers are right now. I've got to record a separate video on those soon. Let me go ahead and do this. And, oh, by the way, in the background, that's Darth 40 Hands, that painting from David Huang. And this camera is the Sony DSC WX9 with a huge wide-angle lens attachment, thanks to HD Hat. Go.tagjag.com/HD Hat for wide-angle lenses for products like your point-and-shoot camera or your iPhone. The reason why I'm using this instead of the DSLR to record video is because of the focusing features. I wouldn't be able to do it as easily on the DSLR, what I'm doing here right now. So some more Vaders, including this new guy, a bobblehead, kind of a freaky looking dude. This is a Justin Hillgrove original. He gave that to me as a gift. Steinbach original Nutcracker, not signed, unfortunately. A Build-A-Bear Darth Vader. And then here in the shelf, although I may need to turn on the torch again. Give me a second. What you're seeing here is the home office Lego as constructed by, I'm sorry, the light's not perfect, me in a Stormtrooper regalia, but this is my home office in Lego. Someone built that, or I built it, and someone made it so that I could put it together, which is cool. Jones Soda with Locker Gnome logos on them. Various and sundry iPhone lenses, which I don't really use anymore because I don't have them on me. Just a random USB key, office key. And down here, a portable keyboard of sorts. I'm sorry, the shadow's getting in the way. Doing my best. That's a squeezy stress ball that looks like a monitor. A tiny beanbag for a phone. Then I've got old Locker Gnome stickers and just various baskets down there. So I'm probably going to have to swap hands here. Give me a second. The reason why is because this gets really heavy. Even this point-and-shoot camera, God, it's really heavy. So let me go ahead and, as I take the phone, I've got, should do this first. A handful of Vaders, more Vaders, including some special editions. The stuffed Vader, big giant Pez Vader. There's another Justin Hillgrove original, a Robot Invasion. Here I've got a handful of DVDs, including the Family Guy DVDs that I purchased when Family Guy was originally canceled. Some Vaders. This little guy here is the Wiz. It looks like a game. It is a game controller. It's like a portable gaming system that runs on open source. A stack of this is what I have. My Nintendo Game Boys and the DS's. And I don't really use them anymore. I should probably sell them. A Darth Vader mug. There's the video camera, the HV30 that runs the live video stream. More Vader stuff. A PSP that I've yet to sell. Some more special edition Vaders, including a Vader Transformer. Vader still on a card. And the new Star Wars Empire Strikes Back series. Underneath, I've got all of my Xbox games. Yes, even those tucked away. Those are the Xbox 360 games. Android guy, a little Nazbatog, and a Canon, this is the Panasonic Lumix G1. I don't use it much anymore. A handful of Windows games, which I would probably sell to somebody. A very special Darth Vader from Liana and Justin. They brought that over from Japan. Those are some of my original Xbox games, which I suppose I could probably sell. Those are the Blu-rays that I have upstairs. And while I'm down here, I've got a handful of drawers with various cables in there, an Xbox 360, a TiVo, my new Stormtrooper set, 10 Stormtroopers that you may see, like in photos that I post on Facebook or Google Plus or Twitter. Been having a lot of fun with those. I bought 10 so I could send away for 2 special edition white Boba Fett's. There is the Google TV. And right now you can see it displayed with the live video feed. And I have everything integrated, chat IRC from geekshed.net, as well as your potential tweets popping in. 30 frames a second, I got that thing tweaked right now. Over here, we have my Sony PSP games, and it may take a second to refocus, as well as the DS games. The Sony PSP bundle, the games and the PSP, I'm considering selling. I think the highest bidder right now is $350, but maybe by this time next year I won't have that anymore. If someone would take it off my hands without me like losing my shirt, I'd be happy. Little Star Wars bank guy that I just got for Christmas. There's a $10 million bill that the Darth Vader clock is holding on to, a plant, another Darth Vader bobblehead, and a Darth Vader statuette. There is the Mac Mini that's running the live video feed right now. I probably need to get a newer one, one that's powered by like a Core i5. This is actually a Core 2 Duo. I've got to sell the old Mac Mini, the original Mac Mini, but I haven't found a good buyer yet. Another set of random Darth Vader memorabilia, stickers, and there's a Drupal Darth Vader stickers, kind of nifty. Just random things that I collect, more than just dust. I don't know if I've ever illuminated everything on these shelves before. So, and again, I'll explain why the lighting is kind of awkward in the office this year. So, more Darth Vader, some CDs up here, Darth Vader lunch pail, a gadget holder. This is where I keep my, what would you call that? That would be my suitcase of random things that I take with me on my trips. This is where it is right now. There's the closet, there's the Mac Pro. I probably need a new one at this point. All the USB ports are dead. There is the cable clutter for this year. Time machine. Looks like a switch back there, an external drive. The modem that is actually connected to the live stream. And we're on the other side, by the way, of, I guess there's the MacBook Pro and the back of the iMac and everything. There's also here carpeting, as well as another bench, which the lid pops off and it becomes storage. I had last year a rug that matched this particular rug, but Pixie got sick on it and I just had to get rid of it. So before I forget, the reason why the lighting's odd this year and why I'm having to illuminate darker portions, you might remember a few weeks ago me talking about these new attachments that allow me to direct light. These are LED bulbs. And these things, I think they cost about $50 a piece, not including the light. But these lights in this configuration allow me to direct light so that when I'm doing video, this is illuminated perfectly, this particular area. So it's taken a lot of tweaking, I'd say. There, of course, before I forget, is the camera that powers the live video feed. The Rode mic I don't use as much right now, if only because it picks up noise from the fan at this point. There, of course, is a stand upon which this camera is usually sitting, as well as scissors and pens and whatnot. So let me go over here and open up the closet and show you not much has changed, really. I know it's dark. I don't think I've ever really given, I think maybe a couple years ago I gave you a full tour of what's in here, but just let me give you a quick glance. All my old Garbage Pail Kids, non-sports cards, collectibles, old Tech TV tapes. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. They're worthless. VHS. Some original copies of my book, my first book that I wrote. Toolkits, cable concealers, various, I think I've got a couple of tablets up there as well. Some external hard drives, my Locker Gnome hats, some lights. Let's see here. This is where I hang my mic that I use during the live TLDR taping. I just hang it on a hanger because it's a long cable. The lav, it's not wireless. And then I have in here organized various things, including tons of old Locker Gnome mouse pads, an Apple shelf, my first, down there, that little brown thing there. That's my first not digital camera, digital picture frame. Sorry, I was blanking for a second. In this drawer, I would say storage containers. And the second drawer would be batteries and tools. Third drawer is USB cables only. Fourth drawer is network cables. And the fifth drawer is other miscellaneous computer things. The bottom drawer here is... what is down there? What the heck is... Oh, manuals? I think it's just extra manuals. Sorry, completely forgot. I never go down in there. I never use manuals anymore. Sorry, the shadow's kind of weird. Let me try that. Then the next one up, office supplies. One after that, CDs, which I don't really use anymore. USB devices. And then on top, I believe... What the heck is in there? Oh, extra things that I haven't used yet, like various and sundry cards, like memory cards and sticks and whatnot. So that would be, as I'm doing my best to like live produce this all in one shot, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm missing anything. This is about as comprehensive as it gets, at least for this year. Of course, this is the scene that you usually are experiencing, and hopefully the recording comes out okay, audio and video. I hope I wasn't like covering up the mic at any point. I might have, in which case I'll have to record this again. Either way, there you go. Thanks again for supporting us. Thank you for donating and being a part of our community. So this is the home office tour this year.